My name is Augustus Chalomuli, Dr. Augustus Chalomuli. I am the party leader of National Liberal Party and the subject of today's press release. Last week we had elections. National Liberal Party belongs to what is called the Political Parties Liaison Committee, and we belong to the minority coalition, Azimio Kenya Kwanza, Azimio 1 Kenya. So we had an election where I won, fair and square, and got a certificate from the IEBC to prove that. But then yesterday we saw from the media that my name has been removed after a lawful, open, transparent, competitive election. So we're here to give a statement about that. But before I do that, our Secretary General will give the main speech, and then I'll answer a few questions. Free and fair and competitive election to choose our representatives. Now, when you say competitive, it means we have an election and whoever is the winner is elected. Now, you cannot now turn back and say Augustus has won 16-7, but because he's man, let us give the place to Kokimuli because she's a woman. That is not what the law says. We are following the law. And we are counting on the Senate, we are counting on the Assembly, the Parliament, to follow the law. We are not asking for anything else. We have followed the process as they described to us. The entire process, starting from political ORPP, has been documented. Notices given. We cannot force somebody. For example, in the majority coalition cluster, Kenya Kwanza, there was no female candidate. So how do you expect to mate a cow and get a horse? So we have followed all the the due process. This is what came out of it. Now it's Parliament to come and tell us, you did what we asked you, you voted, and you got a man, but we wanted a woman. So they tell us, how do we proceed from there? But the law, we have followed the law, and we're expecting the Parliament to follow the same law. We are not asking for favors. We want them to follow the law as they have given it to us. They are the ones who make the rules. We follow their rules, free, fair, competitive. In that competitiveness, I won. Now, you are not going to check my certificate because I am a man. That is not the law. You have all heard exactly what happened. 23 parties participated in an election for Azimio. On Friday, under the banner of PPLC, with observers from IEBC and ORPP. After all due process had been done, all notices given, all nominations done procedurally. Out of the 23 parties, 16 chose to vote for me rather than vote for the wiper candidate, Ambassador Dr. Kokimuli. I was given a certificate, which has been shown here. We were given everything. We were given results from the polling station. The agents of Dr. Kokimuli signed that they have witnessed those results. And we left happy that finally the majority had spoken. Only to learn that the people who are supposed to be leading this country, the people who are supposed to be talking about integrity, the people who are supposed to be showing the country a great example, having served in leadership all these years, they are fake. They are fraudsters. They come yesterday and purport to change a name that was presented in the right way, with the right observers, with IEBC. As our colleague has said, this is a PPLC process. This is a process for Political Parties Liaison Committee. It has 90 parties. out of which there's the majority, the minority, and the non-aligned. And the PPLC chooses members to represent all those different caucuses, different clusters. This election was not about Azimio or Kenya Kwanza. It was about PPLC. And PPLC decided they are going to choose me. I must be I must be from a poor background. I must be new. I might be new in politics. But they chose me. They decided not to go for the names that are being forced down their throats. We are talking about changing this country. The selection panel is supposed to choose men and women of integrity who will decide the future of this country. What are they showing us? What example are they showing us? After doing a fair process, free and fair process, you go and say, we are going to change that name. Who has ever heard of that? When an election has been done, if there is a dispute, there are mechanisms to resolve that. Nobody has gone to court to say the election was not free and fair. But because they think they are the owners of this country, they can say, Muli out, Dr. Koki in. But the people of Kenya are saying no. All these ladies and gentlemen here represent political parties in PPLC. They have a say in this country. We have a say in this country. And we are saying we will not budge, we will not retreat. We are going to push this to the very end. Some of you think, some of those purporting to remove us from the names, from the list, they might think they're the most powerful. Maybe it's because some of them have now joined the government. They think they are beyond, they are above the law. The law is for this country. Kenya is a law-abiding country. The law has dictated that I, Augustus Chalumuli, have been duly elected to represent PPLC at the selection panel to choose the next IEBC commissioners. Now, some of them are not happy because maybe they wanted to push their own people.
Their girlfriends.
But the PPLC, political parties, liaison committee, have said that they want me. They have seen what other people cannot see. It's time we change this country. It's time that we stood for what is right. It's time that we stood to be counted. The Gen Zs have shown us an example. They have called everyone to task. They have called the president to task. We are calling Azimio leadership to task. And as our Secretary General said, we are ready to start a new coalition, different coalition of honorable ladies and gentlemen, people of integrity who will follow the law. The law has spoken. The law has said that I want fair and square. 16 votes against 7 votes. How do you even run away from that? The only word we can say is corruption. Impunity. That is the word.
Sure.
Because you think you are bigger than others. I am small. I am small. I am new in politics. But I stand for the future of this country. We will fight for the best of this country. We will not be pushed by anyone. Not Kalonzo Musyoka. Not Junet Mohammed. Or anybody else. We will fight till the death for this country. We will stay in that selection committee and we will choose men and women of integrity to be the next IEBC commissioners, not compromised candidates. And that's what PPLC has spoken. We have taken all our letters to the clerk of the Senate. We have given all the evidence. Now we are waiting to see. We are waiting to see what Speaker Honorable Wetangula will do about this. I have shown my certificate. Let Dr. Kokimuli show us her certificate, duly signed by IEBC. Ladies and gentlemen, let us stand to fight for this country. Let us stand for law. Let us stand for integrity. That is the only way this country will go forward. Thank you. Element to do the right thing. And the right thing is all here, very well documented. If we take this to any judge, they'll find it to the favor on our side.